Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the first ever episode of Story First Media Daily. Here are three things we're thinking about this morning. Number one, Pokémon Go. So this has obviously been crazy this week and a half, or not even that since it's been announced. But there's a new twist that's been introduced here. So Niantic Labs, which is the company in charge of the production and release of Pokémon Go, apparently, according to TechCrunch and a couple of other websites, there is a binding clause buried in the terms and conditions that you agree to when you first get on Pokemon Go that actually waives your rights to any sort of trial or class action suit or any sort of in-court legal action against Niantic should you choose to do so in the future. Apparently you have 30 days from the day that you agreed to the terms and conditions, so 30 days from the first day you started playing the game, to email them directly at the email address linked below and actually request that you opt out of this binding clause. According to The Consumerist, which is actually apparently, according to TechCrunch, the first site that talked about this, you need to include in your subject line arbitration opt-out notice. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds like one of those ridiculous things that goes around on Facebook that basically says, Mark Zuckerberg, I opt out as a status update, and those obviously never mean anything. But to those of you who follow TechCrunch, they're a relatively reputable source usually, so I'm taking it with a bit more than a grain of salt. So I actually did this. I emailed Niantic Labs and tried to opt out myself. I haven't gotten a response yet, but rest assured, if I hear anything, I will update you on the following day's episode here. Number two, Google has introduced a new wrinkle to their YouTube ad experience that they are calling TrueView. And basically what this is going to be about is every time you have a pre-roll video before a video that you're watching on YouTube, there's going to be some added elements around the video now, especially for e-commerce sites. That's the big market for this, where it'll have links to literally buy now whatever product is being advertised in the pre-roll ad. Now, at Story First here, those of you who know us, we're not huge fans of pre-roll ads because we believe in doing only what the audience actually is there for, and the audience isn't really on YouTube to watch your advertisement. They're on YouTube to watch the video they're trying to watch. There's obviously ways around that, and nothing's an absolute, but if you are an e-commerce site, if you do have a product that you can actually sell with a buy now click here, this may be an interesting opportunity for you, and you're going to start seeing this roll out pretty much right away, apparently, wherever the TrueView service is available. Finally, number three, it's a book. Look, those of you who know us know we're huge fans of Robert McKee. He wrote the seminal screenwriting book Story, which is the audience for that is screenwriters, but you can learn so much about story structure just in general, both for branding, for life, for any other sort of art that you're involved with, any other sort of story creation. And that book came out years ago, and he just came out with his second book ever. It's called Dialogue, The Art of Verbal Action, and we haven't dove into this just yet. But what we love about the title is the addressing of dialogue as verbal action, because that is something that every brand, every individual, every storyteller should always think about all of their actions. Because anything that you do in life or on social media or in anything, anywhere, anything you do, say, think, it's all actions. Whether you actually think of them that way or not, it's good to start thinking of them that way. So pick this up. The Amazon link is below. Now here's something we're curious about. How many of you saw the new Ghostbusters movie? Tell us in the comments below, what did you think? And also tell us what you think about the show. We're going to be doing this every weekday, Monday through Friday. So let us know what you want this show to be. We want to be as much value to you as we possibly can be. So, if you got any thoughts, ideas about what we could do better to bring you more value, please let us know. We hope you have a great Monday. Talk to you tomorrow morning.